So Poseidon, did you hear how horrible Final Fantasy XIII was?
I heard it was shit, but hey, what can you do?
I know what they can do. They can take the piece of shit off the shelves and never sell it again.
Don't you think you are being a bit harsh?
Harsh. Harsh. I haven't even begun to explain how bad of a game it is compared to most RPGs on the market today. For one, Square Enix has been making these games for the past 20 years and they always had traits to them in some way, but after 20 years of making these games, I just don't see how they can have pickles up their ass so far that they didn't see how bad they fucked up. For starters, in every Final Fantasy game you basically had towns you went to or could go to. This meant you could interact with people to get away from the story and take a breather, or better yet, actually do some side quests or shopping if needed. But in Final Fantasy XIII we get none of that at all. There is no towns in the game, so that means you never take a breather and you are always forced to continue on a journey with mostly dull characters that have no personality or no purpose. But oh wait. That's because maybe if they did a better job of something that is yet again in almost every Final Fantasy game. You know.
And that is?
Ta-da! Character development, and by God where is that in this game? After all, I can't seem to see it or hear it or even sense it. The only characters that are worth a damn is Saze and Snow, and no one can disagree with that, cause every other character is a clone of someone who has been in the previous installments or even from a different game series period. Lightning is trying to eat Cloud's ass, Vanille and Fang are less so Hope is the common trend you would see hanging around the Biber kids. It's a pathetic attempt overall that does nothing to the story other than to make me gag in my own sleep, hoping for these characters to actually for once be cool or add something I have not seen in the game yet, but as people already know that never happens. Not even once. Also, to add on to this character rant, where the fuck is the overall villain in this game? After all, every Final Fantasy game has a villain that stands out and makes himself or herself clear that if you try and fuck with him or her somehow that you will die a murderous death from the sword of Sephiroth, Garland, and Jecht, the laugh of Kefka, the magic of Ultimecia, Zeronic's death and the gayness of Kuya put together. But who I am to say honestly that these past villains meant anything. It's not like they didn't drive the story forward or they were not just badass, period, right? Surely there is a villain of such in this game, right? Right?
I can't say there is anyone remotely close to what you mentioned.
Well, good, cause we're still not done, and surely you are thinking to yourself, not done? What else could there be? Well, I can assure you that the most fucked up thing they could have done to the series overall and did with this game is actually making a real level cap early on, and no, not at the end of the game. I mean even on the first chapter. You cannot level up after a certain point till you move on to the next chapter, and to make things even more fucked up, you cannot learn all your characters' abilities, raise their stats to the max level, or even acquire their ultimate weapons till after you beat the game. Now how fucked up do you gotta be to allow such a thing?
Pretty damn fucked up.
I rest my case then. Don't buy this game ever.